Treasure Hunters, welcome to today's show. I'm at the hospital right now. I mentioned on last night's show that my father was having surgery. But while I'm waiting for him to get out of surgery, I got some random thoughts, and I want to talk about last night's show also, so let's get to it. So what'd you guys think of the show last night? Like I said, it was kind of a behind the scenes. It's what we talk about on a daily basis, you know. Jason and I are always on the phone a couple times a day. And we're always throwing thoughts back and forth at each other. And that's kind of what it was like. We added Sasha in last night. She had some good thoughts. She brought up some good points and stuff during the show. And, you know, it's always nice to see her again and have her back on the show. She doesn't join back in too often. But it was nice to have her back on the show last night. On the show last night, I brought up the image of the Stouthearted Man. And I thought I would put that up here for you guys today. Let you get a look at that and see what I was talking about. Look at that. Look at this image. This was just one of the thoughts I was talking about last night. See how they're all dancing around or not dancing, but they're all partying around the fire or celebrating around the fire. And then off in the background, you can see it's kind of like a reversed image or a mirrored image, although the one guy's arm is in a different position, or it's the other arm that he's got raised up. But it seems like I kind of got the impression like past and present, you know, or possibly two locations out of that image. Like, let me try and explain this. You know, like they're all at the fire in the one scene, and now it's showing like a whole separate scene to where, you know, the one guy on the right here is in a different position. He's not up there where they're at by the fire anymore. And in that image, it kind of looks like he's reaching up into a hole. And I do have an image of that, and I'll put that up here on the screen for you too, of the reaching up into the hole. And I believe somebody else had posted this before on Chase Chat or something like that a couple of years ago. And I hadn't really thought too much about it until I, you know, was kind of going back through the book again and looked at that, and I saw that image. But that's what brought it to mind, and that's what made me have those thoughts. So anyway, guys, this is one of the cars that I've been traveling in. It's a Chevy Impala. I think it's 2014. I'll show you some videos, some of the stuff that I've installed since I lost the camper van. But the car's a little bit of a mess every time you get in and out, you track stuff in. So let me show you this here on camera and you can see it. That's the inverter I put back in this car. It's a 750 watt, goes straight to the main battery. And there's the radio I got in is just a Cobra. It's not the one that I normally have. What was that one? It was a Cobra Classic or something that I normally have, but this one fit better in this car, so that's what I got in here. I also got got road cameras and stuff wired to the vehicle. When you start the engine and stuff, they turn on automatically and start recording, and they record every 15 minutes, and it just keeps recording over itself, so I don't have to keep resetting the cameras. In the back windows, I don't know if you can tell, I got Mylar. I use that Mylar stuff. Yeah, the back side of it is black. But like when I'm traveling or if I stop and sleep somewhere, usually I'll put that stuff up in the windows, and it just helps to block out the light, and people don't see you sleeping in the back of the car or anything like that, and then nobody knocking on your windows. Also on the back of the seats, I don't know if you can tell here, on the back of the seats I got those pouches and stuff that I put on there. It's for holding cell phones, equipment like that, just different things, so that it makes it easier. I don't have the solar panels or anything put up in the windows or anything like that. There's one that goes in the back window to keep the rear batteries charged. And it's cold outside, or I'd show you in the trunk, but I do got some other stuff. It's all 12 volt stuff. I got a little 12 volt oven. It's just like a lunchbox, but it'll heat stuff up to 200 and I think 260 degrees in temperature. So you can put stuff in there and it'll actually cook right inside the car. You know, it takes about 30 minutes to an hour, depending upon what you're trying to heat up. And I got a 12 volt refrigerator thing, keeps food cold. And you know, like I said, it all runs off the rear batteries in the trunk. And last night I showed on the show that I bought one of those power supplies, those 12 volt power supplies. I got to find a place to try and install that. It's extra USBs and things like that. The inverter has USBs on it too, but you got to have the inverter on to use the USBs in this one. So that was just something else, and I wanted something for the back seat so I ain't streaming cords front to back and stuff like that. You know, it makes it easier, keeps things nice and neat when you're traveling. Also, you're not digging around, you're not, you know, trying to, you know, climb over things and everything when you're trying to find power outlets or extra spots. Wasn't sure if I was going to get a video in today or not. Like I said, my father's in there having his surgery right now, and I thought I'd come out in the car and just wait out here for a little while. Don't know how long it's going to take. They're supposed to page me when it's done. So anyway, hopefully all that goes well today. Ended up calling off work again. I miss a lot of work, guys. But, you know, what can you do? I do think this is the first video I've done without green screening. The green screening's nice. You know, you can put images and stuff behind you and show people what you're talking about. It also makes for nice video quality. It makes the pictures look better in the video. So on the show last night, you know, we started talking about how we get the feeling that somebody is really super close. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? I feel that somebody is. I know Sasha feels that somebody is. And we talked about those stick figures too, you know, about that woman appearing in the stick figures. Now, I hadn't thought too much about that before, but there might be something to that, you know. Forrest has started throwing out a lot of women in the stick figures, but it's something to think about, you know. I'll continue to think about it too, and if I come up with something, you know, I'll make a video on it, guys. But anyway, guys, I didn't want to miss getting a video out today, and this is the only chance I might have to get one prepared today. But that's some of my thoughts for today. I was thinking about the show last night. I see there was a lot of good comments, and you know, it's getting thumbs up and everything. As soon as I get to log back in, I want to read some of the stuff that, you know, has been written down there and what people might have asked or anything. I do like doing shows with Jason. We haven't been doing too much. I know we're going to do another reboot here pretty quick, but that one wasn't actually part of the reboot. I think we were talking about trying to go back and covering, you know, Scrapbook 1 and talk about that one a little bit. It's been a while since I've read that story. I'll actually have to go back and read that myself, but I believe that's the one with Forrest's granddaughter where she's fishing in the stream or a river. She's standing on a rock and it's got like a hole up underneath the rock, which was kind of interesting to put out for you for a scrapbook, you know. But that's my thoughts for today, guys. Thanks for joining in and watching. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And, you know, I'll see you tomorrow.